Hello, beautiful heart. Today I have Ada Andromeda with me, and in this season of evolution of consciousness, where she will be present and she will share with us her knowledge, her that she have been collected through her own experience and through many lifetimes that we had here on earth, because this lifetime we wrap everything and we bring in together all the gifts that we had in many lifetimes, so we are full of knowledge just to allow that to come through. So thank you, Ada, for being here.
Thank you too. I'm so happy to share this moment with you.
Me too. I'm super grateful to have you in my life. So today we decide to talk about inner fire because it's a really interesting theme. Observing the world, I see that people are misunderstanding and they are confused and they are playing with fire without knowing exactly what's that inner fire, and actually how can we take care of it to assist us instead of depleting us? So I let you to tell us, explain us.
Yeah, I think we need more vocabulary, more explanations of this because this is what's awakening in people more and more in this time. So what are we even talking about? I call it the inner fire, but I know there are other terms to it too, like kundalini, chi, life force, whatever people want to call it. There are different definitions of it from different cultures. Um, Different religions have it, but it's all in all, it's the personal experience of it that we can actually talk about it from, because these are all concepts. It's hard to um, describe these experiences actually, because it's not for the human mind to grasp. This inner, I call it the inner fire, because it's is an experience actually of our soul, because our soul lives in our body. And at these times, because the frequencies are raising on the planet, everything is made of frequency, everything is energy, and we are all connected, even though it's hard for the mind to grasp it. But because of that, everything is coming up to the surface, that needs to be dealt with, that needs to be acknowledged and felt. And our life force, our kundalini, our inner fire, is actually our spirit wanting to come free in this body. So it's that generator within us that gives us life, that gives us energy, that sustains us here on earth as living beings. And we are all living consciousness. So that life force, that living consciousness, when the frequencies are raising, it's going to bring up everything to the surface. So I think there's a lot to talk about this, what this actually is, this life force, this inner fire, this, you know.
Definitely. And we just begin with this episodes of speaking about actually inner fire, Kundalini, life force, because it's our soul, it's the power within, and we have to see it from many other perspectives to understand its aspect and what it is. So that's why I want you to share with us your own, through your own experiences, what is the inner fire, and how we can take care of it, nourish it, so we make space for we make space for it more and more in our physical body.
Yeah. Why do we even want to make space for more life force? I would say it's because it just basically means to live in a state of flow, where the energy is flowing in the body, where we just Yeah, like I said, everything is energy, and we are more and more becoming aware of this on this planet. And all the feelings, emotions, sensations, all of these are parts of energy. All of this is just energy that we are experiencing in our body. And the idea or the key in this all is to know and understand our energy that we are experiencing in our body. And the more we can get to know that, and the more we can trust that, and what empowers us, and what is actually disempowering us, and to see the difference and understand the difference, then we we will, yeah, to trust, we just trust in ourselves basically more, and we trust the universe more, because this universe is being experienced through us. So the life force is our, like I said, our spirit wanting to come free in this body, our souls that wants to be liberated in this body. So this bodily experience we have in this human form is actually a portal to other dimensions too. But this portal within can be abused. So anything that disempowers us is when we are not recognizing this energy as a life force, as an important generator that we have within. And anytime we feel like we need energy from outside of us to fill that gap within, that portal within that we all are, we actually lose more of this life force, and we become
Mm.
more dependent on something externally to us. So this is all what Buddha was, for example, talking about when he mentioned attachments.
Mm.
That attachments all is always leading to more pain in the end, because it's also pleasurable, it's also our
Mm-hmm.
sexual energy, is our, the life force is our sexual energy, and it's also our creativity, how we express ourselves most authentically, and our creative flow, our creative life force. So the more we can know how to generate that from within us, the more we're actually manifesting in our life, because it's all about our presence, our awareness. But with that comes a responsibility, and most of people
Mm.
don't want to take responsibility. They,
That's the thing.
yeah, so the responsibility is basically to deal with what we are feeling inside, and we don't need other people. We don't, if we feel empty inside and we go to search that energetically from others, like sexually through pleasure, for example, like they do a lot in these tantric courses. um, I just think people are very confused
Mm.
about what this is, this pleasurable energy within. And the more they feel that they need that outside of themselves, the more they're depleting that from within, the less they feel that they can sustain that life force within. Yeah, so it's all that. Do you want to go the path of dependency, attachments, and codependency, and feel like you need more other people's assistance, you need more other people's energy, or you need more validation from others,
Mm.
you need more are you more people pleasing because you feel you need to be accepted? Like, do you do this, if you do this unconsciously, maybe it's good to be start to become aware of it. Okay, this is a trauma that I unconsciously grew up with, but this is not who I truly am. To be this generator within, to hold that energy, to nurture it, and to know that this life force, this inner fire, is something I need to be responsible for myself, by myself. And the more I can trust this energy within, and what empowers myself, how I authentically express myself without needing the validation, the more I empower, the more I can manifest who I truly am in this life and attract that into me through law of attraction.
Yeah. Yeah. Because from what you say and from my feelings as well, by observing my own experience in this life is like actually the attachments are the number one, let's say, enemy to allow this inner fire, our own essence, to flow, because we are attached on some bliss, on some
Mm.
uh, something externally, and then we think we fill up the cup because I need this to feel that. So tell me, tell me how people giving their power away by unconsciously having this attachment, this human attachment, I call it, be that your family you grow up with, your sister or your brother or your mother or your even wife and husband and kids, because we live this life in a way and we think, okay, this is the life I want, but then we wake up and we are pushed because the energy are rising and we need to elevate. And what's happening when we hold on, when we are attached of that story we have been creating, what's happening inside internally with that flow of that inner fire?
We need to have a relationship with ourselves as much as we have that with others.
Mm,
If we don't know how to relate to our energy within and know how to nurture it, take care of it, the more dependent we come on how other people view us, how they feel about us, and we are more in this reactive way of being. Like this new way of being that we are being initiated for is very unconditional. It's like the more we can take time for ourselves to calm our nervous system and let go of all this internal noise. It's
mm,
frequency, it's like disturbance. The more we have that around us and we need that around us, the less relaxed the nervous system actually is. So the more we can take time for ourselves, the more we can actually give to others as well.
mm,
And so the commitment we have to other people in our life is reflected. The relationship, how we have the relationship to others and how balanced it is reflected on how we can relate to ourselves. And this pleasure, this life force, this inner fire, this kundalini, that is our spirit that want to be liberated in its human form, our creative force, our flow. It's like the more we attach to it and take it as that, the more we need this instant gratification.
mm,
It's like it can be a very pleasurable experience, but the more we grasp and hold on to it and need that experience from others, how we relate to others with it, the more we are depleting our energy, the more dependent we come on something outside of us. And they are actually, this is the more we need that, the more we know that we are actually in a wounded space. And there are all these entities also attached to these
mm,
wounds. Those are the traumas. So this life force is also about loving ourselves, accepting ourselves for who we truly are. Because the most powerful experiences that I've had in my life, these cosmic kind of bursts of energy just bursts through me and really helps me to. It's also like this technological energy that I have inside, that I know that it's my connection to the earth, and it's this, again, this inner fire, this that people relate to sexual energy, but it's not that. It's if you can let go of needing that to be a pleasurable thing that you need to please instantly and with others. If you can let go of that and just sit with it, just be with it, and without grasping onto exactly how you are feeling in your body. Is it good? Is it pleasurable? Is it painful? Is it joyful? Does not matter. Just
mm,
be with it, feel it, and without trying to label it, just feel everything that is in your body and accept it as it is. Just sitting with it, just being with it, without having to act on it. That's actually bringing more liberation, and you can purge and let go of baggage much more, because all these traumas are consciousness stored in our body as memory, as stagnant energy. So the more we can commit to this within, not need it from externally from us, or needing to act on it or get that instant pleasure, the more we let go and just be with it, just allow the body to do its own thing. We have a higher intelligence at play all the time, but it's up to us if we want to sit with ourselves and be with ourselves without having to grasp to a specific experience. Just let it happen naturally, and you will have so much more bigger pleasure in life, actually, because you're not holding on to it, it's just flowing through
Mm.
you.
Because I see people are so confused when they feel or they get in touch with their own essence, which is this bliss they call it. Then it's like maniac, like get this drop drugs, like I want that
Drugs,
more,
yeah.
I want that more. Without they because they are confused mentally, and then they tap into this, and I want to have that experience more and more. Speaking about situation with this tantra communities, and I will speak deliberating about this because I had that soul journey where I received this clear understanding that through this kind of practices, that people are not fully aware what actually is playing out, they allowing it, the darkness, the entity, the all that so crap to say from others people to enter in their own vessel
Hmm.
energetically. And
Yeah.
people are not aware of this because they feel the bliss, but they are not aware because a trauma bond also feels as bliss when
Yeah,
you meet with,
bliss.
yes, when you
Exactly.
meet another partner, and then you feel this, oh my god, I get in love. No, it's trauma.
Pleasure. Yeah.
Yes. And then they
Attachment to
fall
pleasure.
into it without, because we hold on this pleasure. So I want you to tell me from your perspective related with this, these places where people are gathering to experience the bliss without their understanding what is life force in a fire, and why some who understand better manipulating others to harvest their sexual energies for
Mm.
their own needs, which
Mm.
is so out of alignment with who we are. But
Hmm.
because is the game playing out. So yeah, I will let you to tell me your view.
The root chakra is like the base. The root chakra is actually our connection to the earth as a consciousness. We all have actually energy. We are, like I said, we are living conscious beings. So we have this life force. That means we are alive. And that is a consciousness. The whole earth is a consciousness itself. So we are related to that as long as we are alive here on earth. So that means just like trees have roots to the inner earth, we also have energetic roots. And this is scientifically proven. This is nothing new. We all get
Mhm.
energy from the earth. So the root, like our roots, is like, that's why it's called the root chakra. It's like the root of everything. So of course, if people have access to your root,
Mm.
imagine how much life force they can harvest from you if they have access to that. And
Mm.
it might look as if it's a pleasurable experience, but what you're actually doing when you're sharing this root chakra with people in a sexual way, you are connecting with that soul. You are not only connecting with that soul, but also taking on that soul's traumas,
Mm.
because everything comes from the root chakra. So the more people can actually be with themselves, sit with themselves, with whatever they are experiencing, without having to act on it in a specific way or without needing to do anything with it, just being with it,
Feeling
then
it.
it will liberate whatever is you're holding on to. And then the more we purge and liberate and let go of what we hold on to in these ways, being committed to ourselves, not needing that from outside of us, the more we are actually making space. In my experience, I made so much space here inside I was like 2 years in isolation in nature because I
Mm,
couldn't be around people. So, but the more I was committed to, and I didn't give up. I was just every day sitting what is inside and letting this energy to work it out. Like you said, we are wrapping up thousands, many thousands of year cycle right now. So this is also clearing out past lives. So because there is no time,
mm.
everything is right now. So we move in cycles. So whatever is coming up to the surface right now is our responsibility to deal with, to sit with, to be committed to. The healthy way, actually, we need sometimes assistance from others, but the healthy way to have assistance from others is holding space for each other's, being there for each other's, energetically to so then just setting basically an intention that okay, I am here to hold the space with you. I'm here with you in this experience, maybe guiding somehow, but it's all with a higher purpose of clearing out baggage. It's not to infuse more pleasure. It's not to
Mm.
infuse more like, oh, this is so blissful, and let's go into then and infuse it even more. It's like, yeah, that's the instant pleasure. It's the way of the devil. I'm sorry, but that
Yeah,
that's what it is.
agree.
That attachment. It's testing you. We're tested by the experience. The truth will always set you free. So the truth is exactly what you experience in this moment in the body, and everything is stored in the body as a memory. And the more we can trust our energy in the body and let it do its own thing without judging it, without needing to have a certain experience with it, the more we have flow, the more we are flowing with life. So when we talk about manifesting, for example, it's not something because oh we hold on to this thing that we want and we have visualized it and try to imagine it to into being. Okay, that's maybe one way, but in the end of the day, nothing will happen in our life. We will not evolve with our projects, with our relationships. Nothing can be done unless we deal with what we have inside, what we are experiencing inside our body.
Yeah, totally agree with you because me myself experienced this isolation and not under in the beginning, not understanding this journey. I was acting on it and it was like a balloon. You just blow air out of the balloon instead allowing that to grow, to move through.
Mm,
So when I kind of let go of whatever attachments there was, because I mentally could not understand exactly, and that was the beginning of my journey. Like I don't knew what is about, but the
mm,
mind I was having a story about this, not knowing what it is.
mm,
So I was acting on it, not knowing. Okay, I feel this, then that's what it is about till universe placed me in such a place where I was forced to not act on it, to be with
mm,
it, to stay with it. And I really observe how it moves through and it's bringing this awareness, actually more high and high awareness. And it's like shedding the skin. More that
mm,
light comes into our body, the world is shedding away. And that's mean also can be people, can be lifestyle, can be
mm,
identity, ideas, beliefs, whatever.
mm,
So what you will say to those people that they are in this place of experiencing this, let's say from the human aspect, this bliss, this kundalini, this whatever is moving through them, but they are not fully grasp what is that about and why. I know you already say why not to act on it.
mm,
How what you will say to them to grasp this idea that inner fire is nothing that we have been told before,
mm,
so they can see a new way to actually how to stay in it with it.
mm, mm. The more you can stay with what you're experiencing and be present with it without having to act on it or need to do anything with it, this is actually the key of life. This
Hmm.
is the key to everything. Everything is the key. And it's very simple. You actually don't need specific breath work practices either. Like, I'm not judging any of those. They are probably very good too, because they can bring up stuff to the surface. And people need different things in different times of that. Like, we all are unique
Yeah.
in our processes and who we need assistance from, who we need to connect with. But like in the end of the day, I use the exhalation to the mouth, like letting go, and then I inhale through the nose very naturally, maybe a little bit deeper than normally, and then let go through the mouth. This is very simple. You don't need special practices. Like, you just need basically a commitment to yourself. You just need to set an intention that, hey, I'm here with myself. I'm
Mm.
gonna be committed to what I'm experiencing inside myself. I'm sitting with it. I'm not holding on to it. I'm not labeling it. I'm not identifying with it. And I'm not acting on it. I let it be as it is, whatever I'm experiencing. And I use the breath, letting go, of letting go again and again, letting go. It's kind of like letting the exhalation to the mouth to just let the body relax consciously.
Mm.
Let the body, all the muscles go through the body part by part. Let go all the muscles with exhalation again and again, again and again. You will feel liberated in the end. And this is more of a permanent way of actually releasing energies. And then you can also go deeper than that, like what I do with soul journeys, what I assist with people with is, I call it the 0 point state. And that's when you consciously go step by step by step by step into this very, very, very extremely relaxed state where you just are. You just are present. You have no, you kind of shut down all the activity consciousness that you have daily. And you have access, everyone has access to this. Maybe we need sometimes help with it. And it also takes a little bit practice, but it's
Mm.
actually simple. Just basically letting go and allowing the body to come into this really relaxed state. And then we can go even deeper into the consciousnesses in the body and recreate it and upgrade the body. So we build up a new nervous system that is more relaxed, more aligned with our higher self, which is that part of us that oversees our life, that knows who we are. Just, it's kind of like that part of us that the seer within us, that is always aligned. The more we can trust and be that, the more magnetic we become. And actually that really, but that always, that all of that alignment within comes from releasing and purging of all that baggage. And it can only come from accepting and being with what we're experiencing and letting go of holding on to certain experiences and tensions, and just letting them naturally move through us. And then we make space more for new energies. And then it naturally brings up a new nervous system, builds up a new nervous system that is relaxed, aligned, and we have less of this internal noise within. And then we don't need so much energies from others. We don't need so much instant pleasure. We become more of generators.
Yeah.
We become more of who we truly are, which is this beautiful super generators. And our magnetic fields actually grows naturally to much bigger. And that's how we become more magnetic.
And
so
that's
so
also,
we, yeah, we start to magnetize more things that are more in alignment with who we truly are, and we become more empowered. We become more responsible for our energy within, for our experiences within, which is actually liberating in the end in this way.
and this is called also embodiment
Mm,
of the higher self. So practical, all that we need is such a simple steps: breathing with awareness,
mm,
not labeling to the mind, understanding of the physical
mm,
experience. Get out of
exactly.
the mind and just accept whatever you experience that's meant to happen, even though the mind will judge and maybe often will want to interfere and tell you something that is not true.
Yeah, exactly.
So maybe we don't need so much whatever practices, which just is help. It's help maybe for those to maybe activate somehow or to bring more up into the
Mm,
surface. But then when you go to that point, It's your own responsibility to take,
Mm,
to be with, to be
exactly.
aware with intention, and to be with yourself, as you said. I really like it.
Exactly. Yeah, a lot of information, but it's all about the same thing. Is very simple. Just kind of, yeah.
It's very simple, but we try to make it so complicated,
Yeah.
because I really see it in this world we live right now. It start to kind of we see it start to separate the ways, but also what I am observing is how so-called gurus actually harvest energy from humans, that they come there with trusting in their practices, but
Mm,
in reality they harvest their energies,
mm,
and they may experience in a long term a lot of damage,
mm.
damage mentally, energetically. There is, because everything is energy.
They manipulate. Yeah.
Exactly. So if you are not aware and give your power and trust to X, Y, Z, because they call this some experts or so, you get lost on the way, and
Mm,
maybe you can get damaged in many
mm.
levels. So, beautiful hearts. Thank you, Ada, from sharing from your own experience, because me myself, I also learned a lot and go to this space where actually I can stay with it. I can stay with myself, and I kind of fill up my own cup. That's what
Mm,
it is in the
mm,
end of the day. So, beautiful hearts, see this Kundalini, inner fire, the chi, this orgasmic bliss, whatever your mind put tags on, it's actually your pure essence. Is who you are to the core, is your soul in a physical body. And
mm,
if you're not aware of that and you play with that fire as if it's for free, then you have to be careful, because it's your own responsibility how you build your life with yourself, in yourself.
mm.
Yeah. You have something more to add?
No, I think that's it for today. I think we have a
Yes.
lot to share in your other coming episodes. So let's
Yes,
get
we
back to
will we have a lot to talk actually. It's time to bring this awareness more to the surface,
that. Mm.
and to bring the light, to shine the light in whatever forms we as an individual. So, with this said, thank you so much, Ada,
Thank you so much, Juliana. It was a
and
pleasure.
always for me as well. So, beautiful hearts, awareness, presence, intention, to be with yourself. No validation from the outside, you will never find. No fast gratification and instant uh, confirmation, whatever you think that it is for you from the outside. You yourself, let the mind and be in your body. Don't allow the mind to tell you story, but be in the presence of your being and what you feel. Thank you so much.